Ekulobia is a town in Anambra State, Nigeria, a place where life usually moves slowly. People know each other and neighbors often look out for one another. But in December 2025, something happened that shook this town and left many people in shock and grief. It was the death of a woman named Ogechukwu Madubuku. She was 35 years old and a single mother, a woman who cared deeply for her child and worked hard every day to provide for them. She had dreams and plans, hope for a better life, and a future she wanted to build not just for herself but for her child. Ogechukwu was described by friends and neighbors as caring, strong, and determined. She carried the responsibility of her home on her shoulders and never complained. Life as a single mother is not easy. These are challenges, financial pressure, and social expectations that weigh heavily. But Ogechukwu did her best to face them all. She was the kind of mother who ensured her child wanted for nothing, even when it meant making sacrifices for herself. Ogechukwu was in a relationship with a man named Anipe Valentine Chibike. He was 26 years old, younger than she was, and at first, their relationship seemed normal. He appeared to care for her, and he promised to support her in any way he could. But over time, things changed. Their relationship began to experience problems. Valentine tried to start a business to support Ogechukwu and her child, hoping to provide stability and a better life. Unfortunately, the business failed. He went bankrupt and soon became heavily in debt. He admitted to investigators later that the pressure of owing money combined the stress of trying to help Ogechukwu weighed heavily on him. He began to feel trapped and emotional strain. The relationship between Ogechukwu and Valentine became tense. Arguments became more frequent. According to reports that later came out during the investigation, the tragic chain of events began with something that looked very ordinary. One evening, Ogechukwu reportedly received a call from Valentine. He told her he was very sick and that he needed help. He said he needed medicine and someone to take care of him. When someone you care about tells you they are sick, the natural reaction is to help. Ogechukwu did not ignore the call. She reportedly went out to buy some medicine and later decided to visit Valentine at his home in Ekulobia. Before staying there, she informed her family that she might spend the night because Valentine was not feeling well. To her, it was simply an act of care and responsibility towards someone she was in a relationship with. Nothing about that decision seemed dangerous at the time. Night came and everything became quiet. But what was happening inside the house would later become the center of shocking investigation. According to police report that surfaced later, something terrible happened during the night. Valentine allegedly attacked Ogechukwu with a knife. Ogechukwu suffered severe injuries during the attack. By the next morning, something was already wrong. When family members tried to reach her, her phone was no longer reachable. At first, it may have seemed like a small issue. Maybe the phone battery had died. Maybe she was still sleeping after a long night of care of someone who was sick. But as more time passed, as they still could not reach her, the worry began to grow. Eventually, relatives decided to go to Valentine's house to find out what was happening. What they discovered there would leave them shocked and devastated. Inside the house, Ogechukwu was found lying lifeless with serious injuries. The woman who had come only to help someone she cared about has lost her life, but Valentine was not there. His sudden disappearance immediately raised suspicions. This discovery quickly turned the area into a scene of confusion and sorrow. How could something like this happen in a place where people usually live quietly? Many residents could not believe the news spreading through the town. The police were quickly alerted and an investigation began. Officers started searching for Valentine, who had reportedly fled after the incident. For some time, his whereabouts were unknown, which made the case even more disturbing. The idea that someone could disappear after such a shocking event created fear and anger among members of the community. Eventually, the police were able to track him down and arrested him. During interrogation, authorities said Valentine confessed to attacking Ogechukwu during the night. Reports indicated that he claimed he suspected her of cheating on him. Investigators also said he mentioned financial stress and arguments related to money he had spent while trying to support her. But the investigation revealed another disturbing detail. According to police reports, Valentine allegedly attempted to mislead investigators by creating a false kidnapping story. A message was reportedly planted to make it appear as if Ogechukwu had been taken by unknown people. This attempt to change the narrative only made the case even more shocking when the truth began to come out. When the news became public, it spread quickly across social media and news platforms. The story has also sparked conversation beyond the town of Ekulobia. Online, people have discussed domestic violence, emotional strain, and the warning signs that may precede tragedies. Experts point out that prolonged emotional stress, financial difficulties, and suspicions in relationships are factors that can sometimes lead to dangerous outcomes if ignored. The hope is that by talking about this story, more people will understand the importance of emotional control, communication, and seeking help when faced with serious challenges. Ogechukwu will be remembered not just as a victim, but as a mother who gave her all to her child and her family. Her life, though cut short, reminds us to value the people around us and to address conflict before they spiral out of control. Valentine's confession provides insight into the struggles he faced, but it also serves as a warning about how unchecked emotions and poor decisions can lead to irreversible consequences. The case is ongoing, and as the legal process continues, it will also show the roles of law enforcement and the justice system in addressing crimes of this nature. For communities like Ekulobia, the tragedy is a call to action. It is a reminder to watch for warning signs in relationships, to offer support to those who are struggling, and to ensure that disputes are resolved through dialogue and help, not violence. It's also a reminder for individuals to manage stress, communicate openly, and seek professional assistance if emotion or financial pressures become overwhelming. The story of Ogechukwu and Valentine will be remembered for the heartbreak it caused and for the lesson it teaches about empathy, understanding, and prevention. In the end, Ogechukwu's story is one of love, struggle, and tragedy. She was a mother who tried to give her child the best life possible. She was someone who cared, worked hard, and lived with dedication. Her death is a loss for her family, friends, and community. It is also a reminder for everyone to act with care, communicate openly, and seek help when needed. Life can be saved if we learn from tragedies like this one. Violence should never be the answer. Love, understanding, and patience are the key to resolving conflicts and protecting the people we care about most. This story should also remind all of us to be very careful in our relationships, to recognize warning signs, and to always value our safety. Trust is important, but protecting yourself is even more important. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think about this tragic story? Do you think this situation could have been prevented? Or do you believe there were warning signs that were ignored? Share your thoughts in the comment below. Your opinions matters. And if you want more real-life crime stories, shocking investigations, and true crime documentaries from Nigeria and around the world, make sure you subscribe to Real Crime Chronicles. Also, turn on the notification bell so you will be the first to know whenever we upload a new story. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next episode of Real Crime Chronicles.